If you're searching for a way to design your Canvas course without needing to know code, without going to another program to design other elements, and without feeling overwhelmed, then this video is for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified every single time I have a new video coming out every single week about online education. Hi, I'm Ashlee Espinosa. I have an MFA musical theater and I've been teaching online with Canvas for a little over 7 years now, and I'm so excited to help you end your frustration with online education and most importantly, to make you feel a little more comfortable using Canvas for your LMS. I want to introduce you to design tools in Canvas. Now, this is something that has been around for a little bit of time, but is really fairly new right now, that has been accessible for a lot of colleges, especially those that are in the community college level. I haven't seen it quite often in the university level. A few universities that I teach at, they do not have access to this, so that's something to keep in mind, but many of you are going to have access. Let me show you how you can access it and what it is, and then what you can do with it to save time and energy to design your Canvas course. So let's jump right into my computer here. Here is an example course. This is an older course that I taught just to show you how it's done. I'm on the home page right now. I'm gonna just click edit. So we're in the edit mode of a page, whatever you have. Notice right here at the top, you saw it pop up. On the top right-hand corner, you're gonna see this little rocket. Now this is where you can launch the design tools. If you click on that little rocket, and if you don't have it or you don't see it, hold on one sec, let me show you another way. This is going to be the design tools that you have access to. Now this has been around for a little bit of time, but I have really just become aware of it recently because it's easily added into our dashboard and our pages now in Canvas in a few universities and colleges that I teach at. But I will tell you, there are a couple that I have not, they haven't given access to us yet. So you may or may not have this yet. I just want to show you a couple of ways that you can find out if you do have it, and if you do, how to use it. So that's the first way you can do it, is by locating the rocket that pops up on the right-hand side. Another way that you can access it is on your keyboard. If you are using a Mac, you can hit Option, Shift, and D at the same time, which is what I just did. And it pops up on the right-hand side here. Now, if you're using a PC, you're going to want to hit Alt, Shift, D, and that will again pop it up, and you can see it on the side there as well. Maybe you don't see that rocket, you want to try that out and see if it pops up there. Now I'm going to go through the basics and an overview of the design tools and really the most important ones that you can start out with, but I want to show you something else here. If you go down to Settings, let's click on a Settings tab. Depending on how you set your course up, it's going to look obviously completely different than mine. But if you go to the Settings tab, and then I want to show you and introduce you to the multi-tool function. So if you go into the Settings tab, which is always typically located in the bottom left-hand corner of your dash of your course, then when you open the Settings tab up, we're going to navigate over to the second or third tab, depending on your institution, that says Navigation. Once we click on that Navigation tab, we're going to see all of the tools that you have enabled, and we want to look for multi-tool. So mine's down here at the very bottom. Again, this may be something that your college or university or institution has not have access to just yet. I will tell you, the more that I teach at different schools, the more that I coach other people in Canvas, I will tell you that every school is a little bit different. Okay, so if you don't see it, you just won't have access to that. But let's click on multi-tool and we're going to enable it. It's going to pop it up to the top, and then we're going to click Save at the bottom. Don't forget to hit Save. After we click Save, we're going to then see it over here on the left-hand side. Okay, so once you click on that, we're going to be able to access this multi-tool and this other extension of the design tools. So it's just another kind of sub-design. Now take a look at this. I'm going to go through this as well, but I just wanted to show you where it is. Okay, so let's go back to the little rocket. I'm going to go to a page and show you what you can do. So let's go back to the home page here. Okay, we are going to click Edit because we have to enter the edit mode to access this. Okay, there's my rocket at the top right-hand corner, or you're going to do Alt, Shift, plus D, or you're going to hit Option, Shift, D to access it. And here's these launch tools. Now, I have to tell you, I'm so excited to have them in some courses, and in other colleges and universities that don't have it, I'm super, super not excited because it's such a great tool. Let me show you a couple of examples here. So let's get started. A couple of examples that I want to show you is you have this little puzzle piece here. If you click on that puzzle piece, it drops this down. And the first one I want to talk about is choosing a theme, because I think there's a lot of elements that you can get lost on just by looking at this. So again, don't get overwhelmed. I want to show you just a couple of highlights and then you can play around with it. Choose theme is the first one I want to note. So again, here's an older course of mine that I just made myself with buttons, which I no longer do as well, but I've got a video coming out on buttons soon. And then I want to just, let's pick one. We can scroll through them, we can hover over it, and we can see a template design that I can lock into on this page. So there's all kinds of them here, ribbons. Let's just pick one, for example. So let's do, I like the circle one. We're going to tick on that one, and automatically you can see that the page that I had, you can do this in an older course to practice, turns into a template that we have at the top here. All right. So it automatically adds in all of these extra tabs, or what I would consider a button, just by using this template. All right. So now we can scroll down here after we choose that template, and if we wanted to, we can click on Customize Banner Text on the right side, and we can edit the text name, whatever you want to say. We can edit this number. We can fix this if it's, you want to do like the course name or whatnot. Okay, you could put that in there, and then you can edit this title. This was the title I already had, but you could edit this title right in here on the right side bar. And then you could do a subtitle, you could do a description, but it's another way to get a template in here without you having to create anything or doing any code. We can also scroll down and we can choose a banner image. Now there's all kinds of banner images that they've included in here. I could delete the one I have as well, and I could just pick any one that they have that works for this course. Again, this is the home page. So depending on what page you're doing, it might be a little bit different. And if I keep scrolling down here on the right, you can notice that any of the media, the photos that I have already in this course, they're going to pop up. So if I wanted to, I could pick a photo just from my course and have that be consistent with the content that I'm already including in it. So that's really amazing to kind of get started. We can also do other things like edit the navigation blocks that you see on the right side over here for what you need. Maybe you don't need a start here tab or section or page. Maybe you don't want the syllabus there. You can edit all of that right in here as well, which is fabulous. And then you also have these course content links, some other information down here, but really I just wanted to show you the theme and then how you can edit that banner and whatnot. And this is a great way just to start off the top template without having to use what I used here before, and I would actually go back in and I would delete this now. So already right there, it looks a lot better. I didn't have to do anything fancy. I didn't have to design anything. All right, so the next thing I want to show you is, you're probably wondering, after I do that design, where do they send them to? Okay, so let me click Save. And what it's going to automatically do is, if you already have a page created, for example, also notice, I love how it's animated. It pops up for this specific template that I chose for this. It's just so amazing. Okay, so let's say the syllabus. If I already have a syllabus, when I click on this, it's going to automatically link to the syllabus in that course. So you don't have to do anything. Let me go back in here. Now let's say it's a page that you don't have. For example, Start Here. I don't have a page called Start Here. When I click that, it's going to then say you need to create the page. So then I can say, oh, okay, great. A Start Here page, would be fabulous. Maybe I explain the course and how to get started, and it's a beginning overview. So they start with that page first in the course. And now I can create that page. Again, I can go to the top right-hand corner or do the Alt-Shift-D or the Option-Shift-D, and I can design this page. So now instead of a home page, I can also design a page with the same idea. So let's say you want, for example, this could be, this is actually a great one for your syllabus, but say I'm going to pick this one right here, okay? This is going to be for my, I can have objectives on here. You can see the template, readings, you can see all of these other elements as well, which is great. You have your options up here, copy course content, add arrange blocks. I think this is the one I wanted to show. Yeah, so add arrange or rearrange content blocks on the right-hand side. If I want to click add blocks, I can pop over here and let's say I want to add readings and I want to showcase to them what we're reading in this. Maybe this is the first page of your module. I can click on add readings and it's going to immediately, you can see here, add this. Let me make this a little bigger for you. You're going to see that it's going to add this icon here. And now I can go back in here and I can say, 1 reading list, 2 reading list, 3 reading list. And just by doing that, now I'm going to click save. I already have kind of a fancy little page and I can edit that as well, like I showed before. But now I have this fancy page that I can add all of these design elements to without having to use code, without having to go somewhere and design the image and pop it in. And the best part is that it's all accessible because you're staying within the confinements and the formats within Canvas because it's a Canvas integrated tool. Let me know if you have access to this design tool in your course. Let me know that down in the comments below. And if you do, and you're already this far into the video, how are you going to be able to use that? What are you going to try it out with? Maybe it's just your home page. Maybe it's just the first page of your module. Let me know down in the comments below. So the next thing I want to show you is that's a little basic overview, just the templates, just a few other little elements to get you started on design tools. Again, we don't want to overwhelm. There's so many different things with Canvas. We want to keep it simple. Let's go back down to the multi-tool section that we talked about at the very beginning. I showed you how to access that. So I want to just introduce you to this multi-tool function, which is another type of design element that's built in. I just want to give you an overview of it so you can kind of start to play around with it because there's a lot of information too as well. The best thing about this is it's going to, as it says up here at the top, help you quickly develop and update your course. Bulk updates, this is a great way to dive into that. A great way to create a module, the basic version of it and like the blueprint quickly and easily. So here's a couple of things that you can do. We have the template builder. We have a module builder, a due date modifier, a delayed announcement modifier as well. And you can navigate those by going to the top over here. This would be a template builder. Now I've played with this a little bit. What it's allowing you to do is nothing different than you've done before in Canvas. It's just a faster way of doing it. And then if you go to the top over here, we're going to hover over module builder. So here is where you see all of your modules in a different format. It's kind of an all-in-one. You can edit these, you can update these, you could add other elements to it here really quickly, you could delete them. It's just giving you an easier way to update your modules without having to go into the left sidebars like we have before. And then you can create, a new module pattern in here and duplicate all that. The other thing is the little icon here, the due date modifier. Let's click on that. Now this is going to kind of solve that problem we've been having with being able to do things in bulk and update multiple assignments at once. So just try to go through this when you have the time because again, it's quite a lot of information, but this is going to solve that idea of having to go through every single assignment and kind of bulk updating. The next thing you have over here on the right is delayed announcement modifier. So you can click on that and you can go through your announcements and kind of edit them, quickly delete them. You can go to that announcement here, you can edit it, you can delete it, you can reschedule all the days. So let's say, for example, you're designing your course and you want to bulk schedule all of your weekly announcements and check-ins. You can edit them right here, redo the dates, update anything that you want, and have it all done quickly versus going through every single one like we have done before in Canvas. So this is just a great way to do things in bulk, a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. One thing I do want to remind you about is the idea that we want to keep everything simple and concise. And I know I say that, quite often, But that's what I really like about these design tools. It's giving you a way to save time and create and design your course a little bit easier page by page, give it include some buttons, include headers, and make it a little bit more designer friendly rather than you having to do all that back end work. But remember, keep it simple, keep it focused, keep it concise, and hopefully this will help you alleviate some of that design frustration in Canvas that I know we all see, and give you a little more time to focus on your content and communicating with your students. If you need more help with Canvas, don't forget to check out next my Canvas playlist tutorials. I've got a ton of videos. It's a massive series I'm always adding to, just like this video will be added to it. I will link that. I will put that link down in the description box below for you. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my videos every single week about online education. If this video is helpful for you, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And I can't wait to see you in the next video next week. Happy teaching.